There's been a lot of smoke around this idea for a classic September Nintendo Direct, but is there any truth to that all? Well, just maybe, but let's break that all down. Up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on this video, and welcome to the Level Up. So, over the past few weeks, talks have been running rampant online that Nintendo is in fact gearing up for some type of Nintendo Direct in the month of September, which admittedly, that's something they normally do. Now, the reason why the internet is up in arms this time around is this could be a big one for Nintendo, seeing how they're coming off the heels of the wildly successful launch of the Switch 2 and have a pretty big holiday season ahead of them. Not to mention, we are still sitting here without key dates for some pretty big games that are slated to hit the Switch 2, much like Metroid Prime 4, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Elden Ring, and Splatoon. Now, we didn't know the specific date for this Direct, or should I say proposed Direct, at least up until right now, with known gaming insider Nate the Hate, who has a pretty good track record, claiming in this here X post that a Direct is slated to go down on the 12th of next week, which pins that specifically to Thursday or Friday. And those dates are very significant for Nintendo too, seeing how this also falls in line with the anniversary of Mario on the 13th. Now the 13th in this case though does land on Saturday, which I really don't think Nintendo would hold a Direct over the weekend, so most likely we are looking at Thursday, but honestly I do think it's Friday. And how Nintendo goes about celebrating Mario this time around? Honestly, it could be anyone's guess, seeing how they could go on to reveal the next big 3D game, which, if you ask me, I do think it's Odyssey 2, or let's get crazy and call it Galaxy 3. They could also release a set of classic games like 3D All-Stars, which that would include Galaxy 2, at least I hope. Or if we're gonna get really wild, it could be a spin-off game, like a new sports game. And if I did have to pick a sports game to go with, I'm going with Mario Baseball, or a sport they haven't done yet, which is Mario Football. But like I said earlier, this idea for this September Direct, that really isn't new news. What I do think is the more significant story here is the subject matter of said Direct. That's what's really getting people going. Mainly because this is a big anniversary for Mario. They are coming off the heels for the Switch 2. We don't know Metroid. We don't know a lot of things heading into next year, so maybe this could set it all up. Also, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if we do get more announcements for Nintendo Switch Online, seeing how GameCube games are lacking in that department, so hopefully I get Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness here. That would be pretty great. Or any of the older Mario sports games. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass it off to you guys. What do you think gets shown in this Direct? What games are you expecting to see here? And honestly, I do think Xbox could be a big player here. But that about does it here. I've been Kalo. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.